All right, back and once again, Mufasa is still on the top of the list here and here for this weekend. So it came in number four. Came in fourth place. It is number four on the list. But yeah, again, this is why I kept telling Sonic fans: do not rush to judgment. While Sonic 3 had a good opening, but it flopped off in the long run. It didn't flop in total, but in the long run, you can see what happened. We keep seeing this happen with movies and stuff, where people would see the first box office number and then just write it off, and then you look at it later on and see that oh, it's actually did better than they thought it would. Like I think this one make profits because I think it was only like what six. I don't know how much this one cost. I never really look into it, but I think it was on like 6 million, not 16 million. So there's so many movies that you see this happen constantly. People will write it off, and it would still do well. But one is not a flight risk or oh Parasite back out again. This is one of those movies that you think is done, but it's not. Like I'm like, okay, this is finally done, and then get re-released again and again and again. I think this movie might have broken the record for the longest time in movie theater. But yeah, we're back again. Look at the numbers. So back. Mufasa is coming in number fourth again, which is interesting because I thought it would drop down lower. Now these are estimates; these are not the full numbers. Let me say that these are just estimates. That's why you see numbers like this at the end. You see, you know, some numbers like this where they are not done calculating. You see some number that look like they're done, but it's still in blue for estimate. And when you look at this, you see Mufasa's in fourth. You see Sonic is in ninth, but Moana is still in it in tenth. I don't know what this means, but like it's still hanging in there. And the way it's looking, like look at this. I'm looking at the total movies, the total box office numbers, and like they're roughly the same. And is by next week is Moana gonna be making more than Sonic 3? Like a movie that was out about a week before or a month before is still making more than what Sonic 3 gonna make at the box office. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe Mufasa is gonna be out longer because again, Moana 2 was released nearly a month ahead of Sonic 3 and Mufasa, and it is still doing fairly well. Like, almost a month, what 3 weeks ahead, and still doing fairly well in the long run. And like, it just catch me off guard how sometimes movies you think will be done by in theaters are still doing strong. Like, I thought it was done after they hit a million, but like a billion, but they keep it out there because it's still making income. And that's what I'm saying for because other movies like that has shown that you have to be careful with stuff. Like this. Movies come out, they do well, they do better than you think they would do, and then you know they get weaker in the long run. And then other movies don't do as well as you think it would do, but in the long run, they just slowly gain. That's what you have to be careful with. That's why I'm saying, even though you want one move or another move to win, it doesn't mean it's going to see. Like, look how much it dropped down. Look how much it dropped down by 70%. Friday from release, 50% Saturday from the release weekend, and another 70% from release. Like it did well, started week, but literally the first Monday, it just dropped. It dropped and dropped hard. And that's what I'm saying about these movies. This movie, for this kind of movie, Dogman, for this kind of movie, kids movie and everything, it you would think it was like, okay, it's doing well first weekend, maybe it'll hold out. Nope. Out first Monday, it just went down. And I understand this is a weekend. This is a week. So let's people be in there. Maybe schools would have a movie day where they like take kids to movies. Normally they don't do it this early, but maybe they did. But then you see it went from here to here. That's a huge drop. That's a huge drop. You lose what, more than half on the Saturday, and here as well. Like that's not good. Again, this is another example of a movie. Strong start for this type of movie, but very much within a week of it come out, it just dropped down. Now, can this go back up? Yes, it always could go back up, but it also went in two more movies there and did worse. That's you see the problem. So that's why I tell people you have to be careful. Don't rush. Don't jump to conclusions. Just look at what the data is. So, Heart Eyes. I think this is a horror movie, which is it's an interesting one. But again, opening weekend for a Valentine's Day movie. Eh, IMAX. Is this just on IMAX? Because that would be interesting. But again, another movie. This just came out this weekend. So yes, two, one movie that had been out a week, and then two movies that just came out. And if we look at it based on the like this, it's the top four. Look at based on movies that came out a week or more ago, is number two. That will put this at number three, or one of them days at number four, Flight Rest at number five, and Sonic at number six. But because two more movies came out, they got bumped down. But three movies came out. Well, three movies, and this one is what you got only on IMAX. Sometimes it's just interesting. Is IMAX a studio or just do they only play on IMAX? That's the another interesting thing. And not in that many theaters, and still did that's actually pretty well for numbers of theaters it actually in. But okay, after all of this, let's get on to the actual numbers. So Mufasa is now at a to over two 235 million domestically, 435. Look, I'm seeing 3 5 so many times. Like, okay, it's over 235. It's also over 435 internationally. Again, roughly 2 to 1. It's roughly 2 to 1. Now, international number can go up because this is not fixed calculated. This can all go up by one, which will cause this to go up by one. It's all can go down. And the world number is at 671, over 671 million. Now, people keep still trying to say this movie flop. Again, you don't understand the how the rule of thumb of box office stuff works. People are saying a movie need to people are saying a movie need to make 2.5 to break even. That's not the case. A movie need to make 1.5 to break even. The worst case scenario, 1.5 to break even. It's not 2.5, and then not total budget. It is production budget. The reason it's 1.5 is cost of the movie is one. Then marketing, screens, and all of the other stuff that come with buying is that 0.5. And it's not even 0.5, it's just up to that 0.5. So they normally give half or 50% of many movies can be 50% of the marketing and everything else budget to of the movie. It's normally around 50%. It can be a lot of movie, it's much less. We don't know what it is for Mufasa, it could be much less, but one thing we found out for was a Little Mermaid, it was a lot less. Plus, it ended up being so much less that it ended up causing the marketing and everything with the grants and everything. It ended up cost them even less than it cost them to do the marketing. So they actually spent less on the movie than people thought it was before. It went down by I think like 40, was it roughly 40? So they end up like making a profit due to the grants and stuff they got for the movie. But as we can see where Mufasa is, and we can see Sonic made roughly now it's domestically is roughly 2 million less, so at 233, and internationally, didn't mean to click internationally. Internationally, it is at 238. Now, international numbers still are not in. All of this can go up by one, and also can go down. But when you look at it, again, it's nearly 50-50. That's the problem Sonic is having. This is nearly 2-1. This is nearly 50-50. And when I did the math, I'm going to show you the math later. You can probably do the math by just looking at the screen, and you can pause if you want, but I already did the math. And the way the numbers are coming out, Mufasa is going to be Sonic 3 by more than 200 million. It's rough. It's almost there, but it's almost like it's going to happen. Could happen by next weekend. Could happen when they calculate all the weekend and the international number up. It can be over 200 million right now. We don't know yet. Because again, oh, domestically, look, these numbers are in blue. That means they are estimates. Like I remember seeing one of these numbers before up here, where it was like this, and then it just jumped like to two. I think it was this one here. It was like 1.7, and then jumped to 2.5. So I was like, okay, it made more than they estimated at first. Because again, it's Sunday. They calculate Sunday numbers. Like they calculate Sunday numbers. They calculate Friday number. All of this. They calculated this on the same day that they're supposed to be coming out. Like Friday number was on here on Friday. Wait, it's an estimate. Saturday number was here Saturday. Wasn't I don't think they put it on Saturday, but Saturday and Sunday number came in today, but you don't know where this going to end up. So once the estimate is done, it is going to increase. Now, a lot of people are like, why are you saying stuff like that? Because if you don't say it, some people are going to be like, well, you didn't say this before. I'm like, I have to say this. If you on YouTube or make video and stuff, you realize some people, not only that, some people don't pay attention and actually listen to what you're saying. If you see it multiple times in multiple different videos, they'll catch on to it. But then you got some people who didn't watch the previous videos on this subject and come in and think they know the actual thing. So like I was saying earlier, 1.5 is the break even point, not 2.5. 2.5 is the point where you can safely say you made profit. That's the difference. 2.5 is where you can safely say you made profit. 1.5 is the break even. and it's 1.5 of the budget, not the marketing budget, but the production budget. There's a difference. It's been 1.5 to break even, 2.5 to safely say you made profit. A lot of people don't know that and they just think it's 2.5 and then they add in, well, it's 2.5 with marketing plus production. No, it's not. It's never been that. The rule of thumb was 1.5 to break even, 2.5 to make profit. Sometimes you can say it's 2 to break even and 2.5 to make profit, but it's never was 2.5 to make profit with the production budget and the marketing budget. That was never the case, and people are doing that now. So again, if the movie costs 200 million, 300 million is the break even point. 400 and what? 400 million is into profits, but not safe to say you made enough profit. But 450, 500 million is when you say you safely made enough profit. Not 500 million, not the break even point. That is the point of when you can safely say you made profit, enough profit. So, and now you like I said, I have done the math here, and we can look at the weekend numbers. These are the weekend totals. Oh, sorry, that's not weekend total. Do I have to mix up? I thought I clicked weekend total. This is domestic total. Here are the weekend total. So Mufasa made nearly 400 million domestically. Sorry, not 400 million, 4 million domestically. To Sonic 3 1.7. Again, these are estimates. That's why on this site they're green. They're all estimates. But again, this number can jump up to 400 million. This number can jump up. This number can jump up to 200 million. We don't know yet. This number can also go down just like this number. What we do know is Mufasa made more than double what Sonic is right now with these estimates. That's why I'm saying Sonic, if you look at the numbers, without the new movies, Mufasa is in second place. With the new movie, fourth place. Now, we also noticed this that a lot of movies, these two movies came out before, after Mufasa, and now they are below Mufasa. Also, this movie, they came out after Mufasa. I think this movie as well. I have to look at when it was released because so many movies came out after Mufasa. Yeah, this one as well. So many movies came out after, but are make less. Make less than of these. Parasite, you can say, technically came out faster, but literally, Parasite came out before every last movie on the list from last year. You can put up every last movie on the list from last year. I think Parasite has been out 3 years. I can't even look. Let's see. Like it went to it already in it's already in Blu-ray and DVD and everything, and still making box office numbers. That's how long it's been out. Like, yeah, it been out. No, wow. Look, it's what this the start of year 5 going on year 6. Let's see. Like this might be the longest movie I ever seen out. Yeah, October or 2019. It's still out for 4 years. Going just over 4 years. Going to fifth year. October 2019 to October. No, well, this is fifth year. This, oh, it's this. No, this is his fifth year. No, going 6 years. So yeah, but look at this. Every single day, you have to scroll down so far, and it's still going, and it's not done. Look at what happened. It went out and it came right back in. It's like it was. It can't. October to January, February, March. It went out from October to March. That's 6 months. Then they brought it right back out and say, "Hey, we'll see us do it again." Like, look at this. It doesn't even have a which number. I think if I remember seeing something that this movie was like in one or two theaters for so long, and it's like people like, okay, it's not in that many theaters. It's okay. Like you look at the theater, it grew in theaters over time, then it shrunk back down. But then it's back out. Like you in three theaters, then go to third and three. This is one of those movies that it's interesting. I think I watched a part of it, but I never finished it. It's another movie I need to finish, but it's interesting. I think the whole point of the movie is they're not like actual parasites, but like squatters. So, but it is funny. And let's see. So the weekend. This is the weekend box office numbers. Now I always go over this. The week box office numbers for last week is like you can see an indication where Sonic was going to get doubled. You look at the numbers, how it slowly started to go down, and this is what happened. That's why I say if a movie start off strong, if you look at the next week and it drop down to nearly half or something, it's not going to end strong. It's going to end weaker. I'm super hyped for the new uh Captain America to come out this weekend, but a lot of players are saying it's gonna make nearly 100 billion domestically, which worst case scenario, it can make another 100 billion internationally. That's the worst case now. But it also can make it can double in like Mufasa. But a lot of stuff Disney do does double. Let's rush to type that. Oh no, don't freeze them. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. I have to drop it. Let's look at how the other movies did in nearly 1 to 1. So this is what I'm saying. I remember look at this before, but it's like okay, let's look again. Almost 2 to 1. That's the hard part of figuring out where it's going to end up. Some of them do 1 to 1. Some of them do nearly 2 to 1. It's hard to figure out where this one is going to end up. Iron Man kept what? Is this even a movie? Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. This one came out way back. Was the direct to video or something like that? Oh wow, that's that old Captain America. This one looks so bad. But yeah, the way this movie is looking, it looks like uh, it's gonna be a roughly. People are saying it's gonna come in at roughly 100 million. Now that doesn't mean it will come in 100 million. I mean it's gonna come in near that. That's what they're estimating. But if we seen with Mufasa, their estimate can be overshot, but it can catch up later on and in. Or we can see with Sonic, the estimate can come in more. The estimate can come in lower than what they actually did, but it can peter off at the end. It could do a combination of that. It can come in low and do poor on the long run. As we've seen from us every single Captain America movie, that's kind of hard to do. Like the first Captain America did pretty well. Let's see. had roughly the same budget. So again, this is what I'm saying: 2 to 1. 2.5 is the point of profit. 1.5 is the point of uh, breaking even. So a lot of people don't know that they just use 1.5 because that's what they've been told so far. But look here, and look here, it's more than made up enough in profit. DVD sales and Blu-ray sales and the it's just in the box office. So they made a second one. Obviously they did because they had this in Avengers and everything. And the second one and third one, and now going to four. I think one, two, two, three. It's not in order. I thought it would be in order. That's what throwing me off. Two, three, and now the fourth one, and none of them are in order. This is why I'm saying this this Captain America new movie has the potential to make more than a budget opening weekend. So again, if somebody tell you it's 2.5 with with 2.5 to make profit, there with the production budget and marketing and everything budget. If they saying 2.5, they wrong about that. And they also wrong about the budgets of each. It's not marketing. And marketing is not in there. It's just production. And it's 1.5 to break even. 2.5 to be considered safe to say you're made profit. That's always been the case. Another thing about this movie, there's something else that happened. It did not have long reshoot. It had 20 was it 22 days or based on roughly 3 weeks of reshoots just to get some of the action stuff fixed. It was not that long. It wasn't that much more. So budget, everything we know the budget, everything. So I thought I put it up. See if I still have it saved. Oh, I don't. I thought I put it up here, but I might have exited out. But I'm I'm going to go over here and wrap it. Last little bit. I'm going to go over my calculation of what I have. And again, these are estimate, not full number. So these are all the estimates that I have in. And we can. Why does it do that? I put it in one space and come into. We're sometimes into that. If, like this Mufasa has made more than double, or more than double. This is what it came out to be. Nearly double. Yeah, nearly double. No, more than double. This is what Sonic had. What? Hold on. The domestic total estimate, you can see Mufasa Lee has grown to 2.1, roughly 2.1 million with the estimates. And internationally, again, this is how you know the international number is not fully calculated. When they look like this, they're still calculated. And we can go here and see that's the case. Both the movies, they are being calculated. Even here, close on Mufasa, but I'm gonna show it anyway, so I can show that both of them are coming. They're still coming in, but you can see the difference. Now, the total amount. Did I do the total amount different? Oh, I didn't do that. I have to fix that. But when I did the calculation, it was roughly 12. I didn't add in. Did I add in? When I did the calculation, it was roughly in national Mufasa the Lion King made 12, roughly 12 million internationally, and Sonic 3 made roughly 8 million internationally. I have to do the calculation again because I did it and I guess I didn't save it, and I have to put add that in here, which I'm gonna do after this. So with the numbers, Mufasa the Lion King is at nearly. This is nearly before. This is an estimate. It's nearly at 200 million total. It's just 800, nearly nine. Excuse me. It's nearly $900 off, and this is the total. Oh, Mufasa and the old Cydric total. This is something I just did on a whim, and I thought it was interesting how you can you can see a slight increase from last weekend. Also, while I was doing this, these numbers changed. This number changed and went up because it was no, it went down. It went down. One of these two numbers had changed. So it was up when I first calculated it was up by over 1%. But then when the number had changed and updated, it was slightly down. I got to see this. Is this number right? Total. Oh, didn't this Sonic did I do this? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I do. No, that's Mufasa. I picked the wrong one. Yeah, Mufasa. The first one was Mufasa. The second one is Sonic. Yeah, second one is Sonic. These are estimates. I think the number changed here. I just noticed that. Sonic. Let me copy. Did it go up or down? Like it went up. So no, it went. Yeah, it went up slightly, but it's on the last number. So this is another reason why I don't use this site to do calculate because it's not up to date. Where they just put out the first digits of what they get, and it's slightly changed later. I'm trying to give both movies the best estimate account amount. That's why I look at this site. I look at other sites, and from what I can find, box office Mojo is the most accurate I can find. But these are the numbers. These are the pictures. It's everything shown. I have to fix some of the calculations because they did change, and I didn't put in the domestic box office change. But yeah, as I kept telling people, Mufasa, I saw a pattern. After the first week, I saw a pattern. The second and third week, I'm like, there's a pattern. I started seeing that Mufasa was not losing as much as Sonic, and even after the first week, it gained. When you see that pattern happen, when you see something gain, that mean one or two things. Uh, More people had time off for that weekend and went to the movie theater and stuff, or and this is the most likely thing to happen. Word of mouth got out, and people were telling people how much they liked the movie, how much fun it was, how good it is, and family movie, and all of this, and it they went to the movie theaters to see it. That's what the two things that always happen with movies. You don't you get this big upfront. People think it's going to do big and everything, but later on it dropped down because word of mouth about the movie gets out, and it's not as good as you think it is when you just see online reviews and ratings. Online reviews and ratings again. This is why I keep telling people online reviews and ratings are not even 1% of what people actually who actually went to the theater to watch. Not even 1%. Not even 0.5. It closer to 0.01%. That's how little it matters. Because if you look at just online rating and stuff, you think Sonic 3 is going to knock out apart. And it ended up did it because it slowly petered off. To get an accurate representative of ratings, you literally have to look at, you have to compare it to viewers, number of views, number of movies over, and everything. And then you have to look at the rate, not when the movie thing came out, but actually at least a month or so, month or two or three, not only after release, but after all the stuff had died down. Because a lot of people, like I say, what Afterlife, the Afterlife, a lot of people don't sit and watch the stuff when it first come out. They wait until everything is completely out and then binge watch it. That has been the case over the over COVID and everything, where a lot of shows and stuff will just put it all out at once because people were binge watching, and they found out that was the better thing to do. So they did that. Now that a lot of people are going back to work and stuff, they started doing the trigger out where they put one, two, three episode out here, one, two, three episode out the next week, one, two, three, and a lot of people still waiting just binge watch it all at once. It goes from being a episodic to basically a 3 4 hour long movie that like people like to watch. I like to do both, honestly. And sometimes I just want to sit down and just watch an episode or two, and then sometimes I end up getting so into it that I just binge watch it. Like, okay, this is good. I'm gonna watch the next episode, and next thing you know, it's 6 a.m. and I'm like, I should have been asleep. I should have been asleep. But again, never, ever, ever rush the judgment. I don't even do like to do myself like what could possibly happen. That's why when I look at the what they're saying that could happen, I'm like 50, 50 over, 50 under, 50% over, 50% under. It doesn't matter. It's it can make $100. It can make $50. If it makes $50, that mean it can grow in the long run, and it can make $50 domestically and $100 internationally, and they still be a $1 billion movie. We don't know yet. It can make 200,000 domestically and 200,000. Sorry, not 200. It can make not $200, 100. Okay, if we do a 50-50 over or under for $100, it can do 50 below or 150 above. So that means it, even at the low end, instead of making $100 in total, at the high end, it can make $300 total opening weekend. We don't know yet. Sometimes movies does that. But if you look at that, it can make the bottom end of that and then slowly start to grow over time and then make $1 billion. It can also do at a high end that and then slowly grow over time and but start to lessen, start to have a bigger hit. And it can end up making 700 million, 750 million. We don't know yet. But wherever that first number come out, you have to look at the second and third week to see how well it can do. You don't just look at the first week and keep at that. You look at second and third week, and that's where you can see if you start noticing a pattern. At the second and third week, you start noticing it going down by 25% every week, but one week can go up by 5% because of holiday. Like it's not Thanksgiving, it's Valentine's. Some people gonna go to the movie, and the new movie out is gonna be Captain America. There will be a few other movies, but that's gonna be the biggest one out, and people are gonna go see that. That could be a big boost because of the holiday. What other holidays? Or I know. Let me look up. Groundhog Day already passed. Oh yeah, Super Bowl. It's happening now. President Day already passed. Already passed. Valentine's Day, World Waste Day. So I don't know if it's gonna be any other one. But just in the USA, and these holidays, different holidays in different places have different effects. So, but one thing you know, holidays people go out and do stuff more during the holidays. So if they got the day off, which again, it's not a day off, but it's a weekend. Oh no, Monday is off. Is it? Yeah. What is Monday? Is that shoot. Oh come on. Uh oh, yeah. President Day. Okay, so yeah, okay, never mind then. That's a major change. I was like, all right, that's a major change. So yeah, it's gonna do well. Just that one holiday changed everything I just said. So it's gonna do well over President Day. Because again, President Day in the United States is a big thing. So it's gonna do well over that one day. Plus, that's one of the key details for the movie. But anyway, that's it. Yeah. It's it's like Captain America New World, it's gonna easily do the higher end. It can do as up to $150 million domestically and $150 million international. It can even do $200 million internationally opening week. And remember, and there's another thing. Opening weekend is now 4 days instead of 3 days. So yeah. Anyway,